to ask Imogen Clark, who's from Make Space for Girls, to give her introduction.
Well, thank you, and it's just great to be in a room with so many people who are working to make parks safer for women and girls. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm Imogen. I'm one of the co-founders of Make Space for Girls, along with Susanna Walker, who was a huge contributor to this fantastic guidance, which is just an amazing step forward. And really, we campaign to make parks and similar places more welcoming to teenage girls. And if you're going to campaign about anything, campaigning is kind of tiring because you spend a lot of time trying to do things and everyone ignores you and you don't get anywhere and then you have to start again and re-go. It's really, really a sort of exhilarating but can be quite tiring thing. And you can only really do it if you're doing it about something that you think you really care about. Someone once described it as being this kind of, there's got to be a real sense of injustice going on here. And what started us off was Susanna looking at her local park and thinking, hang on a second, there is literally nothing for my teenage daughter to do here. There is a skate park, there is a multi-use games area, there is a BMX track, but there is literally nothing for a teenage girl to do in my reasonably sized town. And we thought it would be very easy. We thought we would just speak to the councillors, explain very nicely that there was this problem, these spaces were all dominated by boys and young men, and there was nothing for the teenage girls to do in the park. And we thought they'd go, gosh, you're so right. Oh my word, you've got the data to back up your case. You pointed out we've got an obligation under the public sector equality duty. Super, thank you. What should we do? And we go, oh, this is fabulous. No, that's not what happened. Isn't that surprising? No, what they said to us was, oh, we don't think about gender when we're looking at what we put in parks. And we went, well, yes, that would appear to be clearly the case. You better start. You better start. And really what's so important about the work that the team have done here, along with the research that Tanya and her colleagues did, it's recognising that safety is a really gendered issue for women and girls in parks. And that any suggestion that safety is in somehow, oh, it's the same for everybody, we all experience what feels safe and what feels unsafe in similar ways. I was looking at some national guidance, and the only place where they really talked about safety was a little tiny bit where they said, oh, women and disabled people may feel particularly unsafe in unlit areas. Well, that was a bizarre statement. I mean, if you're going to talk about safety, so men automatically feel safe, and I just didn't understand it, but it showed the sort of incredibly shallow approach that seems to be taken to understanding what makes women and girls feel safe. And I think the amazing thing about this guidance and the research that's been done is it's encouraging people to think about it more deeply and to recognise that safety is a gendered issue. And I think we see safety, if you imagine there's a barricade that's stopping women and girls using parks. And it's made up of all sorts of bits. There's a couple of overturned cars, there's a sofa somewhere, there's a bedstead. It's all just wrapped up like that. Safety is like one of the really big overturned cars. It really does need to be pulled out of the way. And we also need to find a way of saying nicely, this is discrimination. And we don't like to use the discrimination word because it makes people nervous. It makes people feel that they've done something bad. It makes people feel that maybe they've done something intentional. And in some cases it is. Let us be clear. When boys and young men harass women and girls, they are doing it because they are women and girls. That is direct discrimination. It cannot be called anything else. But when we look at the more insidious stuff, the more invisible barriers, the things that, well, anybody can use a multi-use games area. There's no sign out there saying no girls allowed. Anybody can learn to skateboard. We just need to fix the girls. If we could fix the girls so they were all brilliant skateboarders, if we could make them all play football, we could carry on building skate parks and moogers and everything would be fantastic. So the answer is fix the girls, and we say no. That's not right. The girls are fine. We genuinely don't need to fix the girls, but what we do need to fix is the things that we're putting in parks and the way that we're approaching safety. So that's really all I have to say.
Well,